Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm Lamar Haven. Welcome back to Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Some reason it says I'm Golden God. I'm not. But sure. Let's see. We could take Isaac to the dark room and try for a boss rush. Could take Magdalene to basically anywhere. That's gonna be a... I'm avoiding runs with Maggie. But that honestly is probably the best option. Let's take Maggie to the chest, shall we? Yum hot. And, because I actually remember these things now, this is the seed. Leaving it on for a second so I can find it in editing, so I'll be able to, put it in the description. Alrighty, Maggie. Let's see what you can do. A red chest first off. This could be great, or it could be that. Let's hope that's not a grim important. Kill the flies! Ow. Alright, this way. No, not spiders, please. Oh god. So, topic of conversation for this video. Talked about, most of my MMO history in World of Warcraft. I should also mention, I'm not one of those people that only plays, the MMO that they start out with. World of Warcraft is my first MMO, so thus I only play World of Warcraft, and all others are garbage. No. I've played so many MMOs, and I've done a lot of them. Few last more than a month, though. Unless I'm in the beta, and the beta lasts longer than a month, which I'm in the beta for a lot. Speedball. That works for me because Maggie's actually a really slow character. I've been in the beta for so many MMOs, it is nearly impossible for me to keep track. So, I give a lot of MMOs a good, fair shot. But the thing with MMOs is, at this point in my life, the only reason why I'm going to stick with an MMO is if I can find a community I really like. And that rarely happens. And I've got an established guild that I've been with for probably about 8 years now in World of Warcraft, so why would I ever go anywhere else is kind of the logic here. Let's see if I can find a secret room. Nope. I don't want to give any more bombs a shot, so we'll just leave. Oh, why did I... No, that could have worked. This small room doesn't block there being a secret room next to it. Alright, well, I have a 100% chance for Devil Room. Not that I'm gonna keep that chance. Because, yeah, I'm already on red hearts. Well, convenient. And I have to shoot all these poops because I desperately need resources. Blue heart would be super nice. Hey, a dime. That's really convenient. Now I just need more keys so I can go to a shop. Daddy long legs. I'm not gonna complain about Daddy. Helped a ton on our Eden run last time. I'll trade a bomb for a key. So I've been in the beta. I actually beta test a lot of games because when you don't have a job and you just have a ton of free time and websites are like, hey, this beta is open to be tested, or you can sign up to test this beta, I just do it a lot and eventually they come in. WildStar, honestly, out of all the MMOs I played, WildStar is probably my second choice as far as what I would play, which makes sense because WildStar was made by a ton of developers from, there's a ton of the original developers or the older developers from World of Warcraft. So it's got a very similar feel, a similar sense of humor, it's just sci-fi, and it's got some of, the problem is, a lot of their design choices are based on Vanilla WoW, which was kind of garbage. Vanilla WoW, don't get me wrong, obviously, it had to be good enough to attract everyone's attention in the first place. But, yeah. Come on, guys. Vanilla WoW is garbage. Anybody trying to tell you otherwise is probably rather obsessed with nostalgia. Like, anybody who's like, oh, we should have a vanilla WoW server that doesn't have any expansions or any updates. I'm like, that sounds awful. Do you know how many quality of life changes they've made since then? Do you know how bad gear was back then? Do you know how bad the specs were back then? Like, in raiding, the way they made gear is they made it so only one spec was viable per class to raid with. So if you were a druid, you had technically 3 specs. But if you were raiding, you were a healer. That's it. I'll take this, because this is going to be super helpful for, you know, having... I think I'll take a piece of guppy for a heart, because I'm Maggie and I have too many. Alright, you might notice I'm not using Ansys. There's a reason for that. I don't have any bombs this floor, obviously. So finding where the secret rooms is not gonna help me. So I'm gonna wait to use it. No, right, no key. So let's see. What was I gonna think about next? Oh yeah, a long time ago, before I did streaming regularly, I totally played RPGs a lot on my YouTube. Now, right now I'm currently playing Undertale, but this, it kind of doesn't count for my no RPGs on YouTube rule. But the reason why I made the no RPGs on YouTube rule is, one, to make it anywhere interesting, I had to put a ton of effort into it, like cutting out all these extra battles, speeding stuff up, and doing a bunch of grinding off screen. Basically, I had, for every video, I had to put double the playtime in than the video showed, and then I had to put like double the recording time in. So it was really impractical. And honestly, unless you have a niche cut out, like say Chugga Conroy or H.C. Bailey, chances are you just didn't get the viewership for RPGs. That's just the reality of it. Not that I do stuff for viewership. If I did stuff for viewership, you know, trust me, I'd be doing my YouTube channel very differently. I know there are things I could be doing, like games I could be playing specifically, that would increase viewership. I kind of want to do my own thing and try and get the viewers that would bring. That's sort of my logic. Anyway, so yeah, I've just, at one point in my YouTube career, I guess you would call it, even though it's hard to call it a career when I still haven't earned money from it, I just decided, you know, it'd be for the best if I just moved all my YouTube stuff to, like, moved all my RPG stuff, I should say, to Twitch, which has a way better context for RPGs, because it has interactivity, live interactivity. I guess I'll take it. Has live interactivity, which is a great help. There's third tinted rock I've seen that I've not been able to do anything about. Has live interactivity, and because just in the nature of how Twitch tends to work, it makes more sense that every once in a while, yeah, you're gonna have to do grinding, and that won't be, you know, a thrill minute on Twitch, but people are more willing to sit through grinding on Twitch than they would be on YouTube. YouTube tends to be a more directed experience. I guess I'll take this in case I take damage on the boss, which I really hope doesn't happen. Hey, Gertie. Gertie. So yeah, at some point I just decided, you know what, no more long-form RPGs on YouTube, I'll do them on Twitch. It also means I'll get through the game a lot quicker. Like, can you imagine if I did Final Fantasy IV The After Years, or Final Fantasy IV just the complete collection on YouTube? I'd still be playing it! So, yeah, it just made way more sense to me to not do that on YouTube anymore. I mean, the nail is actually more tempting than Little Brim. I'll take the nail. temporary demon form. It'll also give me, oh right, can't I don't know if I can. Is there a battery on this floor so I can test this theory? There is not. Wow, I'm really low on drops. I wish I could go to the shop and buy something, but I don't have a key. Alright, moving on. Anyway, where was I? Oh, right. My decision to move RPGs onto Twitch. And it seemed to work. I mean, but it's funny because I kind of realized, wow, I loved RPGs as a kid, but I didn't have access to, like, a community of people that were, you know, that were heavy gamers. Like, I had friends, sure, but we didn't keep up on any gaming news or anything like that, especially since when I was really young, there was no internet to do that with, or there was, it just wasn't commercially available or anything like that. Well, fine. That's fine. So it just wasn't, I just wasn't going to keep up with news, and since it didn't occur to me to, like, find online communities for gaming and stuff like that for a long time. Like, my age of gaming was, you want to know a bunch of codes to games? I had a magazine called Tips and Tricks that I got, that, like, the back half of it was all just secret codes for games. And that was it, and I coveted that thing like a piece of treasure, because, oh my god, I really, really wanted that. I actually had a friend I loaned it to, and he lost it. Now, he didn't lose it as in it just disappeared. He lost it because he left it in the family member's car, and she got arrested, and the car got seized for evidence. Now, whether or not that story was true, I don't know, but let me put it this way, I've met some of his family, and it's not that hard to believe. He was a great guy, don't get me wrong, he was a great guy. His family, though, I could see that happening. Oh, why haven't I been using this damn thing? I should be using this damn, nail. Alright, use it. I should be giving myself hearts all over the place. Well, okay then. Sure. Let's go in. Wow, that's juicy. I'll take it. Alright, I do have enough to check out both the shop and the arcade. I have enough money, I should say. But I'm not gonna do that until I find... Oh, I did find my item room. Okay, and I'll save the nail charge for the boss. So what's in here? Pain and suffering. Got that. Okay, that's convenient. Do I have any hearts on the way? Not by the looks of it. I could use some orbitals, though. Alright, that works for me. Give you some more of my life juices. Num num num. Come on, give me something. Well, something happened. Alright, I was considering bombing that poor little dude, but no. Oh, grief. Well, damn. More money, I guess. And... oh, I've learned how, sacrifice pits work now. I never knew, with the update they did to the sacrifice pits, I had no idea how they worked. Then I finally looked it up. Oh, hey, little Chad has appeared. Hey, little Chad. Chad gives you kisses. I forgot to use my damn... I had such a good proc on the $3 bill that I didn't use my nail. Alright, so, other choices I've made in my YouTube career. So, one of my most popular series is Ogre Battle 64. And I don't mean popular as in at the time I got a humongous amount of views. No, I mean like, I'm still getting double-digit views on several videos a week, which is big for me. Like, I've mentioned it before, but for me on YouTube, I'm very much someone whose videos get watched. It took me 3 tries to come up with the word I was looking for there. I'm someone whose videos get watched after the fact, on archive crawl, basically. Basically how webcomic views happen. Okay, so, sacrifice pit. Every time you hit the sacrifice pit, there's a chance for something to happen. Sometimes it's just a 50% chance, sometimes it's more. If you hit it 12 times total, you'll get teleported to the dark room, I think, automatically. But keep in mind, 12 times is your entire health pool. So, I hope you have a lot of extra hearts lying around, otherwise you're going to the dark room with almost nothing. I'm not using my nail because I have a ton of hearts now. They just decide to give me a ton. Okay, I guess I'll get more bombs. Amnesia, I guess so. It's gonna suck for the rest of the floor. I'm gonna pop this now, just because that. Obviously not stepping on the bomb rock, but I don't have any keys, so... Whoopsie, actually didn't mean to do that. I should have saved that. Oh well. Okay, kill them while I have sights. Hi! So, let's see. There was something else I wanted to mention about my choices on YouTube and such. So mostly I just play games that have nostalgic value to me, or are games that I know I will like but haven't played before. That's what happened with the Mega Man Legends series. Actually, Mega Man Legends I did play before on YouTube, before I played on YouTube, but it was such a long time ago it was completely forgotten. Everything was forgotten about it, pretty much. So, that still counts as blind for me personally. I can understand why other people might not. But I made that pretty clear when I first played the game, that this was not my first rodeo. It just has been so long I forgot how to rodeo. There is a game in that series that is not blind that I absolutely do intend to play, and recently found, well not recently, it was actually a few months ago, found out that it was possible for me to play. It's actually a game that's notoriously difficult to emulate. But I managed to emulate it, so I'll be able to play that. Krampus' head is less useful to me. This gives me the power I need, and it gives me a heart. Okay, donation thingy and that. Okay, I'll leave that alone. Ow! Fuck you! Alright, I'm alive. Oh, okay. Room with tiny haunts. Sorry about that cut. I'm back. Put the goop on the ground! Alright, I should be popping answers. Answers! Goody goody gumdrops. I keep only having exactly as many keys as I need to do the things I want to do. Well, no, I could definitely use more keys. Let's just say this is a bit of a minimalist keys run. Alright, got rid of you. Open. Gotcha. Okay, we're live. Mother is watching you. I really hate opening secret doors from big rooms, so we're gonna do it here. Ah, damn it. There. I keep using these in rooms where they like to give me more. Oh, hey, I didn't notice that red chest spawn there. Well, that's a bit inconvenient. Okay, triple shot, yay! Well, bye. Well, Book of Revelations. A really cheap version of the nail, as in, it gives me the same exact benefit as the nail, except the nail also gives me damage for that room, and lets me stomp on things. So the nail is demonstrably better because it also has the same charge rate. Bum 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 bums. You did. Basically, anytime you see a bomb or a heart drop, those are extra drops that are not supposed to happen on that room because of all the things that I've gotten. So, you know. I'd be getting a whole lot of nothing if I didn't have those. I don't need you. PhD? Sure, I don't like turning down a PhD. 48-hour energy. Okay. Retrovision. That's garbage. We'll keep 48-hour energy. Alright, we can just go straight for the boss. No, careful. Almost ran myself in those spikes. So, actually, you know what I should talk about is... Purple Heart, challenge up, I'll take it. I should talk about is basically how I started getting into gaming in the first place. So, I was born in Alaska. Anchorage, Alaska, specifically. One way to look at it is everybody's always like, wow, Alaska, that place is desolate and full of igloos and all this other nonsense. They don't really get it. I was born in one of the metropolitan areas, which means I was in one of the few areas of Alaska where all the people live in. Okay, well, Maw of the Void. Fine. Because I'm gonna go in here, see if there's anything. Ooh, there is something good, but it's gonna cost me another heart. As the parlance is, YOLO. I'm gonna pop these as soon as I can for more hearts. It won't improve my damage, but I mean the hearts are more important. And then Maw the Void you all to death. Ow. I don't know why I was aiming away from him when I was doing that, but hey, whatever. And I'm gonna need this Maw of the Void to proc as often as possible to give me as many hearts as I can get. Hello, Angel? Got you. I need Maw of the Void to proc more, but it doesn't work on bosses, only on regular enemies, I'm pretty sure. So I need you guys to spawn as many regular enemies as you can. I've seen someone with like 50 luck and Maw the Void, and I don't think it affected Maw the Void's proc rate at all. Crap, I'm not holding it down long enough to get Maw. There you are. Got you. Ah, damn it. You avoided literally everything I could throw at you. Alright, got you. Alright. Sorry if the conversation has veered away from what I was talking about. So I was born in Anchorage, Alaska, which is one of the majorly populated areas of Alaska. In fact, I think something like more than 50% of the population of the entire state lives in Anchorage, and like the other 30 lives in Juneau, and everything else is like everywhere else. So yeah. Oh, come on, Maw. I need more. Give me the goods. I don't know why I thought I couldn't shoot the guy while Maw was hitting him. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Get over here, you. Alright, got you. Popping you. So I was born in Anchorage, and my family, when I was about 2.5, 3 years old, was like, my mom's exact words, I believe, were something like, I want to live somewhere with sidewalks. It's not that Anchorage is at all rural, It's just, you didn't have many sidewalks in Alaska because of the constant snow. It just didn't make sense. They would be really hard to maintain. So you just didn't bother with them. Well, I mean, obviously places in Alaska have sidewalks, it's just our area did not. We weren't exactly in the main part of Anchorage. We were in one of the suburb areas, and the suburbs tended not to have sidewalks. Anyway, so basically I remember literally nothing of living in Alaska except for a few flashbulb memories from when I was a kid. And half of those were dreams when I was a kid, not even real memories. Which is weird. I don't know if that's normal for people to have vivid dreams when they're that young and remember those better than anything else. It seems perfectly plausible. I just don't know if that's weird or not. So, basically, I'm still not, at this point, I still haven't formed coherent long-term memories. So keep that in mind. All this stuff I've heard is basically secondhand knowledge from my family. And I moved to California, and for about half a year to a year, probably about half a year, closer to half a year, we lived with one of my relatives, because most of my mom's family is California. She came from one of the more rural communities here. And what happened is after a while we finally found our place to live, and that's where I'm still living to this day. Maggie's bow has appeared in the basement. Cool. Maggie's bow is actually pretty decent as far as the health up goes. Oh, goody leech. Not exactly blowing my socks off here, game. Alright, guess we're going. So, but the thing is, while we lived at my other family's house, she had a daughter, my cousin, who was the eldest between my sister, myself, and her. She was about, I think, maybe 2 years older than my sister, so that would make her 5 years older than me. I don't remember exactly. She might have been closer than that. Anyway, one day I was causing some sort of problems or messing with my sister or something like that, because even though I was 2.5, 3 years old, I'm still going to mess with my sister. And my cousin had the brilliant idea of, okay, let's give him something to do so he, will stop messing with you so much, especially since you're so easy to mess with. So she put a game controller in my hands and taught me how to play Super Mario Brothers. And essentially the rest is history. Not to gloss over too much. It just, at that point, all of a sudden, they started realizing, like, I was getting further in Super Mario Brothers than any of them ever had. And I was just really good at it, and I would play it for hours, apparently. I don't remember most of this, mind, but apparently that's how my gaming started. And ever since then, I've just always loved gaming. So gaming's been a part of my life for literally as long as I can remember. Because for as long as I can remember, I've been playing video games. It's kind of funny too, because my cousin who started me on it, she's like such a major non-gamer. She just kind of played games every once in a while as a kid. It wasn't something that was a big deal to her, and it became so huge with me. Guppy's collar and a contract. I'll take contract. I think I'll move on. I did grab Polaroid, good. I had to double check that, because I was in the middle of a conversation when I picked it up. What's in here? Ooh, gold key. That'll make this easier. Range up. Ensis. Let's go down to the secret room then. Do that, do that. So I'm gonna go to the chest, I need more keys. So yeah, I just, as I got older, I just found friends who also played games, and I played games on my own and stuff like that. But I was before the age of the internet when I was a young child, so I didn't get to do too much, like, there were some games that I just got stuck on. And, I mean, one of my most infamous ones, personally, in my personal history, is Sonic 3 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And one of the main reasons I did an LP of it was because of that one big moment where I got stuck as a kid, and for literal years, I couldn't figure out a way to get around it. Because it's not something that was discussed in the instruction manual, it's not, well, I think it might have been in the instruction manual, but I never noticed it. It was never something that was discussed by my friends, and it's just something I got stuck on. And I just always accepted that I was stuck on it. But that's the sort of thing that happened when I was a kid. If you didn't have anybody to ask or nobody knew, then you basically had to call a phone number for tips, and I certainly wasn't going to run up my parents' phone bill for a video game. Answers. Alright, let's get a charge of my nail, and then we'll head in to fight Mom's heart. You have to give me encounters if I'm gonna get charges, game. I have to go to a big room. I'm not gonna be able to not go to a big room. So let's just go to this one. Are there any non-combat big rooms? Now that I think about it, I don't know if there are. Ow. Really? I'm doing so bad. Oh well, at least I'll get the damage benefit from the nail, even if I don't get the health benefit. I need to start using Maw the Void to kill things. Starting with those. Go, Leech, go! Well, that worked. What? What? Really? Well, it's guppy time! Why do I not have a body? Why do I not have a body? I had a cute little kitty body. Oh, there it is. I have a cute kitty body. I'm not going to hush. Not like this. I don't... I could take Hush. I am Guppy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get Hush out of the way. Two of clubs. I should grab the bombs on the ground first. Hanged Man, you're useless to me. You're more useful, so now I have permanent concussive tears instead of depending on the 3. You. Mulligan, they grow inside. Wheel of Fortune. Let's pop you out here. Wheel of Fortune. Let's grab the pill. 48-hour energy. Yep, we're taking that with. I could use some orbitals. Come on, give me something. Fuck you. Alright. That'll have to do. Alright, put some damage in. Let's get the next form spawned, shall we? Ow. I took damage before it even transformed. Yay me. Really hard to tell when the Maw is spawning when I'm not looking down or to the side. Okay, don't want to get close when I have fire tears. That's a bad idea, Haven. I took damage. Can't even tell what I took damage from, but I took damage. You know, from a functional standpoint, there's almost never a reason to pick up Spider mod. It's almost purely just to see your damage numbers go. I mean, when it walks into something, it gives them a random status effect, so it's not useless. But it's still kind of silly. I'm just glad I had so much extra money. I mean, it's not like I'm getting shops anymore. Or it's better to dodge from this side than the other. Ah, my reflection. How I hate you. The Maw spawns absolute metric ton of flies, though. I love you, Maw. Maw the Void is one of my favorite new items. I'm actually doing good work against Hush. I'm really surprised. I didn't think this build would do as well as it is. I think I'm safe here. No, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe, but I am safe. Ow. God, I'm just too slow for those. Gotcha. Well, that went beautifully. Purity has appeared in the basement. And we're going to chest. Cool. That is the boss rush and Hush taken care of. No, thank you. We're saving the rest of the few keys we've got. Speaking of, I want to clear enough of this floor to try and get my hands on 2 more keys. Not worth. The moon. Well, here's some money. Gotta admit, this Guppy is doing so much. Oh, there's a way out. About to say, did Moon not give me a way out? I didn't know it could do that. It did give me a way out. I forgot I could fly. I'm avoiding stuff that I don't need to avoid. I'm so used to having flying from so many different sources that I'm not used to having it from Guppy, if that makes sense. By the time I get Guppy, I'm used to having flying from something else, is what I'm trying to say. Infested? What's the difference between invested and infested? I don't get it. Maybe one is more of the bugs and one is less? Does this have significance because there's a ring around it? No. Or if it did, it's not a significance that blowing it up revealed. I guess I should make that clear. Well, ow! Got a heart back out of it, but Jesus, that was juicy. Let's go through. Get myself a heart, sure. Not that it matters, I immediately lose it. Blow you up. Oh dear. Ah, that was a bit scary. Well, I guess I'm full clearing this floor anyway, whether I plan to or not. Red patch. I know, I want less champions. There have been too many champions as is. Alright, well there's my way out, but I still don't have any other keys, which is disappointing as all hell. I'm not spending all my hearts on the sacrifice pit. Well, didn't expect that. This is a really good build. And by build, I mean I got a ton of lucky drops. The relic has appeared in the basement. Super useful item. Glad to finally have that. Bloody Lust, sure. Judgy! Blow up, Judgy. Ooh, a ghost baby. I mean, dried baby. I need more keys, guys. Ooh, Aw. Really? Sometimes the range on that gets really big, and I'm assuming that's one of the $3 bill effects that's propping. I mean, obviously it also does homing. Fuck it. I don't need those other chests, so... Bye! That's the end of this run. We got literally everything we wanted. I mean, we even got freaking Hush and the boss rush done. So thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you folks next time. Celtic Cross.